Today's news. Today's
CBS
news.
News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Stacey Lynn in Washington, where the deadline to avoid a partial government shutdown is fast approaching. The Senate has until midnight to pass the GOP funding bill. At least 8 Democrats will have to vote yes, and CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns reports that Minority Leader Chuck Schumer says he will.
The president is actually congratulating Chuck Schumer on opening the door to get this legislation passed, which, as you can imagine, is really rankling Democrats who are really divided right now.
But not all Dems are following Schumer. Virginia's Tim Kaine wants a shorter stopgap to allow for a budget deal to be reached.
Speaker Johnson is the speaker, but he's not the czar of the Senate.
Meanwhile, CBS News has obtained a memo to Congress from Washington, D.C. officials which warns the CR would decimate critical services. A protest today outside the Department of Education headquarters. The crowd is rallying against the Trump administration's mass layoffs to the agency. Portia Allen Kyle is with the group Color of Change.
People want to see something different. They want a different type of government, a government that works for us, not a government that is, out to disrupt our entire system and structure and block opportunity for generations to come.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio says more student visas will be revoked in the coming days.
Every time we have a chance to revoke them, we will, because it's not in the national interest of the United States for them to be here.
He said the U.S. continues to hunt for people the administration believes should never have been allowed into the country on student visas.
When they said they were coming here to be students, they didn't say they were coming here to occupy university buildings and vandalize them and tear them apart.
CBS's Christopher Cruz reporting. President Trump will make a rare appearance shortly at the DOJ. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt on what he'll address.
His intention to restore those very basic American values to our country, and he will also be there with fentanyl families and angel moms who have lost their children at the hands of illegal migrant criminals.
And CBS News has learned that Attorney General Pam Bondi formed a Just Doge team inside the Department of Justice to identify cost-cutting measures. NASA and SpaceX will try again today to launch a crew and capsule to the International Space Station, which will allow for the return of Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams. Space consultant Bill Harwood says once the crew gets there,
they have to show Crew 10, these freshly arriving crew members, the ins and outs of space station operation. They're going to spend 2 days doing that before they get in their own Crew Dragon and return to Earth.
After a rocky week on Wall Street, the markets have rebounded today. The Dow up 613 points. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 57 degrees in Alameda, California.